Hey, fourth grade, happy Friday. Welcome in. I'm sorry I'm not with you today, but I know Miss Tucker is going to do a wonderful job helping you in your next steps to our gingerbread house for sale. So, today, as you came in, you should have grabbed some things. So, in front of you for this lesson, you are going to need your gingerbread house packet and then your pencil, your paper. The paper we're looking for is your gingerbread house drawing. And then some of you yesterday started your drafts where we talked about hooks and introductions to our gingerbread flyer. If you were in GT yesterday, I know we missed you, but you'll be able to pick up where we left off. No worries. So grab out whatever materials you have with you for your gingerbread house for sale. And you're going to need your 3 separate colors for highlighting. You can do highlighting, it can be a crayon or a marker, just something for you to know 3 different things of what we're working on today. Okay, so I'm going to pause for just a moment. We're going to pause the video while you gather those things and then pop back on push play when you are ready for part 2. All right, so now we're looking at our gingerbread house for sale packet, and we're gonna flip to the page that has our organization, writing. We're creating stronger sentences. So looking in your packet, it's going to be right after the work that we left off with our tree organizing, where we talked about the different things we use to build our gingerbread home. Now we're going to flip over to the stronger sentences. Okay, so as you're turning there quietly, I'm going to give you a short little intro about those word choices. Now, when we're talking about gingerbread, you guys know that all the candy we use, it's pretty colorful, right? So we want to do our job as a writer to make sure that the potential buyer of our home knows what it's going to look like. And a lot of that's going to come with color. Okay, so words that embrace color. We're going to talk about 3 today. When we're looking at adjectives specifically, they describe what it is we're talking about. And if we're talking about candy, we know that we have different shades. We have some dull candies, but we also have some candies that are very bright. Okay, so when we think about beaming, this word is bright and shining. Think about some candies that have that look to them, right? They've got that nice coating on them that gleams in the right kind of light. Okay, another word that you could try in your writing today is dappled. This is having a spotted surface. You know what came to my mind? Part of your gingerbread house was the roof. The way that you guys designed it looks like there's spots on it, right? So it's dappled with M&Ms. It's dappled with marshmallows or peppermints. So however you design an area that's got some spots, maybe try the word dappled in your writing today. And then lastly, we're looking at a blaze. What a great one for some candy when those Christmas lights hit it. Radiant and with bright colors. So our gingerbread homes are ablaze with a variety of candies, right? Lots of different colors. So as we're looking at adjectives, remember these are words that are embracing the color and the visual aspect of it. Okay, so as you described today, we're looking at, okay, what word choice am I going to use that really persuades someone to buy it? We want those positive connotations to be part of our writing. Okay. All right, moving into your paper. So this is where you should be on your paper. And as you can see, we're going to need 3 different colors. We are going to model, Miss Tucker is going to model up on the screen with these 3 colors, but you are welcome to do what colors you chose. So for first step, if you will take 3 colors, and I want you to go ahead and identify which 3 colors you're using for each step. So I put yellow around my adjectives, I put purple around adverbs, and then blue around this big box for prepositional phrases. If you will go ahead and do your 3 colors on your box and then clap twice so Ms. Tucker knows you're done. We're going to pause the video while you do that and push play when we're ready to continue. Go ahead and pause. Okay, we are now going to look at stronger sentences. Within your paper, we are going to be looking at some parts of speech. So on the top of your paper, it's talking about our 3 pieces today are adjectives, adverbs, and prepositional phrases. So we've talked a lot about adjectives. We have some understanding. So we're going to follow the prompts to create stronger sentences. That's our work for the day. When we're looking at changing from the boring to more interest, we need to know how to use these parts of speech to help us be better writers. Okay, this is going to help us expand our sentences and the descriptions of that gingerbread flyer. So let's start off with our adjectives first. Okay, in the yellow box here, these are words that describe, they're modifying, they're helping that noun or a pronoun, and they come before or after, right? They're there to describe that noun, okay? The examples they give you: exceptional, delicate, sturdy, bright, and cheery. Do you see those? Right, those are your examples. So when we think about adjectives, they're really describing, and it's coming before or after. So I'm going to ask for you to make your way down to our example. Right here below our 3 boxes, we're going to do an example together before you go do that work. Okay, so here we have a very boring sentence. The path led to the front door. There we go, blah. Yeah, blah. That's too boring, right? You're not going to have anybody going to want to see your house. So your job is to make sure they want to come see it. You want to present this magical picture. So here we have the great sentence, okay? So if you will take a moment to have somebody read that for me. We'll pause the video, read, and then come back to me. All right, so now looking at, wonderful job reading that aloud. Now we're going to look at the adjectives only. So within this sentence, I want us to take the color that you chose for your adjectives, and we're going to highlight the adjectives that we see in the rewritten sentence. So they took a blah sentence, they've increased it and made a stronger, great sentence. So in this example down below, I want you as a class to talk about, okay, what are the adjectives that we see? And we're going to mark them up here on our board while you do yours, okay? So when you're thinking of adjectives, which ones do you see? I'm going to pause the video and then come back. All right, now we're going to work our way into adverbs. Adverbs, we're going to go to our new color. Now, adverbs are modifying again, but they're working with verbs, okay? So they modify the verb and an adjective and other adverbs, okay? They often tell why, when, where, and under what type of condition. These are very powerful words to use. So some examples they gave were elegantly, cheerily, and modestly. You notice that these words, they all end in what? ly, right? We talked about this the other day. So adverbs, and most of them end in ly. It's a way to describe. We did this with our Mad Libs, right? So you had to find an adverb that ended with that ly ending. So now we're going to pause the video. Looking back at your sentence, will you highlight in the color you chose for adverb all of the adverbs that you see in our example? Go ahead and do that and then come back to me. Pause. All right, lastly, friends, is our prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases, our blue box. This is our third and final color. As we look at our sentence above, what are we looking for? Prepositional phrases usually end a noun, a pronoun, or a gerund. This is just a noun that has an ing ending. Okay, so it usually comes after. So this one we're looking at, the purpose of this is to show the relationship between an object. Prepositions can be kind of, I always think about location, right? The plane flew over the cloud. The plane went under the cloud, and it's next to the cloud. So thinking about that location, the prepositional phrases, that's what you're looking. So the location of. So take a moment. You have your examples below to help you. On your last color, I want you to highlight in that color the prepositional phrases that show you the location. Okay, we'll pause and then come back to me when you're done. All right, great job, guys. So now comes your part where you are going to get with a partner in just a moment, and we are going to expand some blah sentences and make them great. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of your paper, you should have 6 blah sentences. This is where you are going to use your adverbs, your adjectives, and your prepositional phrases to create a stronger, better sentence. So these are the ones you're working with. However, on the back side, this is where we're going to rewrite them. So if I get with my partner and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really, really want to work on number 3. I have some great ideas. Right? You don't have to go in order. You can jump in any one that you want. Use your time. I'm going to have Miss Tucker set a timer for 10 minutes, and you're going to work through as many as you can with your partner. Okay? If you don't finish, remember you'll have time during our work period to pick up where you left off. So no matter if you have a draft or not, everybody can do this work right now. Okay, so we're going to listen to our neighbors or our partners and create. Now, if they have a different idea than I do, we can combine, we can compromise. I might write something different than the people I'm talking with. That's okay. But if you're stuck, remember 2 heads are better than 1. This is just your practice. These sentences, they may not be ones that are going to be used in yours. That's okay. This is just for practice. Okay, so Ms. Tucker's going to set a timer for 10 minutes, and then we'll rejoin with me, and we'll talk about your work period. So go ahead and pause the video as you're getting with your partners, and Ms. Tucker will set that time. I'll see you back shortly. All right, friends, welcome back. We're so glad that you had some time to practice your stronger sentences. So again, if you did not finish, that will be able to be worked on in a little bit. So we're going to start off first by making sure that we have a quiet room for anyone that does need to finish their iReady benchmark. If there are still people working, we're at a level 0. Okay. Once Ms. Tucker sees that everyone has finished, they're going to close their device and we'll be able to be at a level 1 to 2 in the room. Okay, so today your album covers are due, friends. So you're going to make sure after iReady benchmark that you're moving into your album cover. If you've already finished your album cover, make sure it's turned in to your pocket in the pink basket by the lamp. And then you're going to make your way to your gingerbread house. Okay, some of you have already worked on your draft. This is where you have time to shine. Okay, you are going to take your gingerbread house draft, the one that you wrote yesterday, and I want you to try to pick 3 sentences that you can elaborate on. Take the blah and make it great. Use your packet to help you with those adverbs, with your adjectives, and your prepositional phrases to help you make your writing even better. Okay, you can grab a new piece of paper, you can mark on top of it. We've got some great pens in the cart that you can go to and add, revise, make it better. Okay, once you finish your draft, it gets kept into your binder. Then you're going to make your way to read around the room. I'll let you read with someone today as long as you're quiet. Or you can work on a holiday acrostic poem or a concrete poem. I'm loving the ones that I'm seeing so far. So you're welcome to continue that poem writing or reading around the room. Just make sure that we are at an appropriate level for all of our classes next to us. Okay? And then I will see you guys on Monday. Thanks so much. Have a great